Alex, who's the class clown of your team?
Oh, class clown? Well, the one who gets clowned the most would probably be Andy, but the one who probably tells the most jokes, Logan always has some good jokes.
Sarah, what was the best part of your quarantine?
I think the best part of my quarantine was just being able to spend a lot of time with friends and family. For a while there, my brother was home every day with me, and my parents would get home from work, and we would just be able to spend quality time because I wasn't going to dance every day for 5 hours, so it was nice to just be able to see them a lot more and grow our friendships more.
Jonathan, who's the class clown of your team?
You know, outside of me, of course, I would have to say it'd probably be Andy. He's a really funny guy.
And why is that?
You know, sometimes he just comes up with stuff that, I just never would think of. And, that's saying something, because I usually try to think of, stuff to be funny.
Who had the worst Wi-Fi this year?
It depends on the time. Marcus started out with terrible Wi-Fi, and then Logan, I don't know if he just says that he has bad Wi-Fi and keeps his camera off, but I think Logan has some pretty bad Wi-Fi. Even me sometimes.
Addie, was this state officer experience anything like you expected it to be?
Absolutely not. I guess I can't say I knew what to expect, but I definitely was looking forward to, driving to chapter visits, going to banquets soon here. But I've been really happy with what we've been able to do, visiting chapters virtually. I really thought we had a great workshop. So no, it's not what I expected, but I'm really happy with what we got.
Ben, if you could be any Disney princess, which one would it be?
If I could be any Disney princess, I would probably be Ariel because, she's not the same as all the other princesses. She's a mermaid and I like, being out on the lake, so I think it'd be fun to be a mermaid and under the sea and stuff.
Andy, has state office been anything like you expected it to be?
I'd say probably not. I think it's been a little harder than I expected it to be, but I mean, that's kind of what it's all about, pushing through, keep working through everything. So yeah, in some ways yes, in some ways no.
Caitlin, what was your favorite contest that you competed in, and what was your favorite livestock?
Ooh, this is my favorite question because I competed all 4 years in the prepared public speaking contest. I always cover environmental or agricultural issues. It's absolutely been my favorite. It's kind of what led me here, actually. So I would say prepared public speaking. And I never had any involvement with livestock, but I would probably say calves because they're really cute.
Marcus, what was the best part of quarantine for you?
Oh, best part of quarantine for me, honestly, being able to spend more time with my family since I'm a commuter student for MSU. Quarantine has been awesome because my commute has been upstairs to my desk and then back downstairs, and I haven't spent money on gas, so being able to spend more time with my parents has definitely been the highlight of quarantine for me.
Logan, if you could be any Disney princess, which one would you be?
Well, I probably just need to go with the classic Cinderella, right? I mean, she's got the cool story and the horses and a cart, I think, and a glass slipper. I guess that's kind of cool.
Zoe, who's the class clown?
Definitely Andy Yonker, just because he is so easy to make fun of and he makes jokes about himself, and he's the king of roast and taking roast.
Who had the worst Wi-Fi this year?
Logan, 100%. There were several moments where either he was getting kicked off of the Zoom or his camera was off because his Wi-Fi connection just wasn't working. It only got better when Mr. Wyrick and Mr. Forbush got him a hotspot.
All right, Truman, we're right on time to meet with Andy. Hopefully he doesn't mind us trying to get a leg workout in. You gotta stay in tip-top shape. Oh, look, there he is.
Huh, I wonder where Alex is. He said right at 10 for a hangout with pets. Oh, don't tell me oh my God. Alex, what the heck? You didn't tell me you were bringing your sheep.
Well, I thought you'd know. You know how much I love my sheep, right? And your dog's gonna love getting to know Truman here. Oh shoot, I forgot my phone in the truck.
All right, well, Alex goes to grab his phone. Let me take you back to my hometown of Holland, Michigan.
Hey Michigan FFA, my name is Andy Yonker, and this year I've had the awesome opportunity to serve as your Region 5 State Vice President. Growing up in Holland meant that I spent my time swimming in Lake Michigan, playing baseball, and of course doing everything I could in FFA. I wasn't deeply interested in agriculture at first, but I was able to show 2 pigs through FFA in high school and I was hooked. From then on, I took as many opportunities as I could, from competing in livestock judging to prepared public speaking in my first year of FFA as a junior. I would never have joined FFA if it wasn't for the best big siblings I could have asked for. Tom and Sarah, thank you for being the best role models both in and out of FFA. Thank you for always knowing exactly what I need and for being the reason I joined FFA. Emma, you have been my ride or die for as long as I can remember. Your craziness, contagious laugh, and amazing personality make you the best little sister on the planet, guaranteed. I can say with 100% certainty my FFA experience and my life would be totally different without you around. Mom and Dad, thank you for showing me how to be strong. You have been a constant source of support. Both of you have been excellent role models my entire life, and I cannot thank you enough for how important that is to me. I love both of you. To my chapter, I've learned more than I thought possible because of each of you, and I am so grateful. From leadership to pig farrowing, my chapter has pushed me to become the person I am today, and I can't thank them enough for their constant support during this year. Mr. McCall and Adrian, you both have helped me get where I am today, and I can't thank you enough for that. From late night speech practices and the rest of the endless time you spent working with me, I am so grateful I had both of you as mentors. To my team, through all the ups and downs, I have been certain I could count on each of you. I wasn't expecting to have 12 new best friends, but I am so grateful that I do. And thank you, Michigan FFA, for giving me the single best year of my life. Thank you for giving me this amazing chance to serve.
Oh, hey, you're back. Wow, this sheep sure is cute. But check out this form. You know, did I ever tell you in my first super showmanship contest ever, I actually used a halter because I forgot you weren't supposed to? I think I've come a long way since then. Maybe good enough to win the next show, huh?
You know, Andy, I think you're getting pretty good. I'll be sure to watch out for you at my next show. While Andy practices his showmanship, let me take you back to my hometown of Perry.
Hey Michigan FFA, I'm Alex Scoville, and I have had the privilege and honor to serve as your state president. I grew up outside of Perry, where I spent most of my time involved in FFA, band, varsity golf, student government, and announcing at my high school's football and basketball games. Growing up on my family's sheep farm, I quickly developed a love for livestock. This grew into a passion as I bought my own ewes and began showing. As I've gotten older, my passions have developed into helping young showmen and spending time with my family in the barn. If I had $1 for every time someone told me, "You act just like your dad," I would be a rich man. But every time I hear that, it makes me proud to know that I'm following in the footsteps of the hardest working, most clever, genuine person I know. Mom, thank you for all of the late night math help, heartfelt advice, and those tight hugs after every contest, show, and game. You're the best. Thank you both for being who I look up to. I love you guys. The tennis shoes and jean shorts in this picture are probably the last time we agreed on something, and that was at least 10 years ago. Thank you, Nate, for always challenging me to be the best I can be, and for all of your constant support. There is no way I would have gotten through this year without someone to relax and de-stress with. Amara, your sensible advice and words of wisdom have kept me upright this year, and I couldn't have done it without you. Thank you for being my best friend. BK, Mr. D, and Forbush. Each of you have made an immense impact on my life, and I am thankful to not only have called you advisors at one point, but now friends. BK, I love you like an uncle. Mr. D, I've never laughed as much as I have in your class. And Forbush, your firm handshakes after a job well done mean more than any trophy or plaque. To my teammates, even though we have not spent much time together in person, I am thankful to have served alongside you this year. Your ambition, creativity, and work ethics inspire me to grow. You all are the best. Michigan FFA, despite all of the challenges and barriers of this past year, you all have shown me what it truly means to live a life of purpose. I am thankful to have gotten to know so many of you, and I cannot wait to see the difference you all make.
You know, Alex, this sheep sure is fun and cute, but I think I'll stick to hanging with Jace.
Okay, you do that. Oh shoot, we're supposed to be at convention. Michigan FFA, we'll see you at the next session. Stay tuned during the session announcements for a chance to win a $50 gift card from the Michigan FFA Alumni Association.
Whatever happened to predictability? The milkman, the paperboy, the evening TV. Everywhere you look, there's a heart, a hand to hold on to. Everywhere you look, there's a face of somebody who needs you. Everywhere you look, when you're lost out there,
The convention hall will come to order. We are now holding the 6th and final session of the 93rd Michigan FFA State Convention. Madam Vice President, are all officers at their stations?
I shall call the roll of officers, determine if they're at their stations, and report back to you, Mr. President. The Sentinel.
Stationed by the door.
Your duties there?
Through this door pass many friends of the FFA. It is my duty to see that the door is open to our friends at all times and that they are welcome. I care for the meeting room and paraphernalia. I strive to keep the room comfortable and assist the president in maintaining order.
The reporter.
The reporter is stationed by the flag.
Why by the flag?
As the flag covers the United States of America. So I strive to inform the people in order that every man, woman, and child may know that the FFA is a national organization that reaches from the state of Alaska to the Virgin Islands and from the state of Maine to Hawaii.
The treasurer.
Stationed at the emblem of Washington.
Your duties there?
I keep a record of receipts and disbursements just as Washington kept his farm accounts, carefully and accurately. I encourage thrift among the members and strive to build up our financial standing through savings and investments. George Washington was better able to serve his country because he was financially independent.
The secretary.
Stationed by the ear of corn.
Your duties there?
I keep an accurate record of all meetings and correspond with other secretaries wherever corn is grown and FFA members meet.
The advisor.
Here by the owl.
Why stationed by the owl?
The owl is a time-honored emblem of knowledge and wisdom. Being older than the rest of you, I am asked to advise you from time to time as the need arises.
I hope that my advice will always be based upon true knowledge and ripened with wisdom. Madam Vice President, why do you keep the plow at your station?
The plow is a symbol of labor and tillage of the soil. Without labor, neither knowledge nor wisdom can accomplish much. My duties require me to assist at all times in directing the work of our organization. I preside over meetings in the absence of our president, whose place is beneath the rising sun.
Why is the president so stationed?
The rising sun is the token of a new era in agriculture. If we will follow the leadership of our president, we shall be led out of the darkness of selfishness and into the glorious sunlight of brotherhood and cooperation. Mr. President, all officers are at their stations.
Thank you, Madam Vice President. The Secretary will call the roll of members.
Mr. President, I am pleased to announce that at this session of the 93rd Michigan FFA State Convention, there are members, guests, and supporters attending virtually from across the state. Mr. President.
Thank you. FFA members, why are we here?
To practice
brotherhood,
honor agricultural opportunities and responsibilities, and develop those
qualities of leadership
which an FFA member should possess.
May we accomplish our purposes. I now declare this, the sixth and final session of the 93rd Michigan FFA State Convention, duly open for the transaction of business or attention to any matters which may properly be presented.
Yup, lights look good. Next up is ornaments. It's only been a few months, but Alex and I are missing Christmas already. As one of our favorite holidays, Christmas truly is the most wonderful time of the year for both of us, from the presents to the lights to the candy canes and other sweets. No matter how we choose to celebrate, it's certain the holiday season is jam-packed every year. And in the same way, this session is full of contest winners to unwrap and awards to give out. From recognizing our Outstanding Ag Educator and National Chapter Award winners to the results from our parliamentary procedure and prepared public speaking contests. So on Dasher, on Dancer, and let's fly into this, the sixth and final session of the 93rd Michigan FFA State Convention.
He sees you when you're sleeping. He knows when you're awake. He knows if you've been bad or good. So be good for goodness sake. Oh, you better watch out. You better not cry. You better not pout. I'm telling you why.
An outstanding ag educator is coming to town. Our ag teachers have seen us when we're sleeping in class. They know when we're awake. And they've seen us when we're both bad and good, so we better be good for goodness sake. The Outstanding Ag Educator Award goes to an ag teacher or FFA advisor who simply goes above and beyond. You know who else goes above and beyond? The one and only Santa Claus. This ag teacher gives out knowledge and wisdom just like Santa giving out gifts. Now please welcome Miss Carolyn Bloodworth with Consumers Energy to recognize our 2021 Outstanding Ag Educator.
The Outstanding Agri-Science Teacher Award is sponsored by Consumers Energy. This year's recipient of this distinguished award is Doug Richard, who is the Agri-Science teacher and FFA advisor at Chippewa Hills High School, where he has served since the beginning of his career in 1993. Doug was a graduate of McBain High School, a graduate of Michigan State University, where he received a Bachelor of Science in Agri-Science Education in 1993, and then a master's degree in agri-science education in 2000. During his time at Chippewa Hills, Mr. Richard has advised a multitude of students who have excelled in their career preparation and leadership development. 2 of his students have served the Michigan FFA Association as state officers, while 21 have received the prestigious American FFA degree. He has had 83 members receive the state FFA degree, 43 qualify for the Outstanding Junior Award, and 19 students recognized with state proficiency awards, with 1 receiving a National Bronze Award. Under his direction, 20 leadership teams have received awards at the district, regional, or state level, and 21 agriculture skills contest teams have received gold or silver awards, with 1 receiving a National Silver Award. In addition to Doug's duties as an agriculture, food, and natural resources educator and FFA advisor, he is also involved with his community, serving as a 4-H resource leader and adult advisor to the Mecosta County Junior Livestock Association. Mr. Richard also serves as the General Livestock Superintendent at the Mecosta County Fair, assists with judging record books at the Osceola County Fair, and supports his FFA members who show at the Isabella County Fair. Doug likes to spend time with his family and grandchildren and enjoys teaching young people the skill of building fishing rods. Please join me in congratulating the 2021 recipient of the Outstanding Agri-Science Teacher Award, Mr. Doug Richard.
Congratulations again to Mr. Doug Richard on receiving the Outstanding Ag Educator Award.
Alex, we have to get this done.
I'm trying, Andy.
Well, try harder.
Okay, should be good. Try it now.
Okay, 3, 2, 1. Oh, shoot. Alex, can you go check the breaker?
Yep.
If you've ever driven through a neighborhood in the tail end of December, you can tell it takes a lot of hard work and dedication in order to follow through with a bedazzling Christmas light show. Similarly, the National Chapter Award takes a ton of time and effort. Just like it takes a whole family to put up all the Christmas lights, the National Chapter Award requires an entire chapter in order to qualify for this award. Michigan FFA, let's meet your National Chapter Award winners. Receiving a silver award, the Ashley FFA chapter and the Ithaca FFA chapter. Receiving a gold award, the Byron FFA chapter, the Dundee FFA chapter, the Jackson Area Career Center FFA chapter, the Jonesville FFA chapter, the Lapeer County FFA chapter, the Montague FFA chapter, the North Huron FFA chapter, the Olivet FFA chapter, the Ravenna FFA chapter, the Ubley FFA chapter, and the Weberville FFA chapter. The top 3 National Chapter Award winners will be recognized next.
Lapeer County FFA is a diverse, innovative career center chapter that has a productive program of activities. Our FFA members learned the need of being environmentally responsible as they grew, harvested, and donated vegetables in our raised beds this past summer. Our FFA broiler program gets 100% of our FFA members involved in raising the broilers as an educational, supervised agriculture experience. Students demonstrated their career readiness in animal care, management, and agribusiness. The biggest community service activity, Project Raising Hope, involves FFA members teaching their pals or students with disabilities how to care for and feed FFA animals every day. In turn, the animals have provided 5,075 pounds of meat for the Stone Soup Food Bank and families in need. Our chapter has sought to achieve this past year by making a difference. Using the broilers in our Project Raising Hope program, FFA members packed and distributed 110 chicken dinners for families in need in Lapeer County the week before Christmas. Congratulations to the Lapeer County FFA chapter, National Chapter finalist. North Huron FFA is located at the tip of Michigan's thumb and has a deep history of agricultural production and environmental stewardship. The district is surrounded on 3 sides by Lake Huron and is located in the largest agricultural county in the state. When the pandemic hit, members continued to make sure that the community was taken care of. They helped plant, maintain, and harvest produce from the community gardens, as well as collect donations to benefit the local food pantry. Building communities has always been an important part of the chapter. Projects still continue to progress, with students being in person for one of their favorites, the broiler contest. North Huron raised a total of 450 birds. The event culminated with an amazing chicken dinner served by their school's kitchen staff. Growing leaders through student-centered projects is an integral part of North Huron's program. Advancing agriculture is also very important. When the National FFA Convention was canceled, officers took the opportunity to provide a local convention experience with a mini-convention. They included community service cleaning beaches, a business and industry tour at a local dairy, and time for lunch and watching convention. Congratulations to the North Huron FFA chapter, National Chapter finalist. In the last 10 years, the Weberville FFA has been awarded $55,000 in grants to fight hunger locally. Members raise over 20,000 plants, cultivate container gardens, donate hundreds of pounds of poultry to those in need while growing a healthier community. Growing a chapter while growing agricultural literacy is the goal of the chapter's annual Ag Stravaganza. Students created on-the-farm videos to post. While it looked a little different virtually, the impact was great, reaching 6,167 people in our community through social media.
The chapter strives to honor its alumni through service. Members raised, donated, and planted flowers for village beautification while working with the alumni to promote teamwork and civic mindedness. They planted the Veterans and Blue Star Memorials in downtown Planters. They also adopted a crew on the USS Roosevelt and sent holiday cards to the crew. Ag Advocacy's purpose is to reach out to agriculturalists and advocate for ag education. Members wrote weekly newspaper articles, posted videos celebrating seniors and new officers, reaching 1,526 people. While attendance was limited and some traditions missing, the chapter created an experience for parents, buyers, and sellers through a virtual fair booth celebrating members' projects and promoting the sale using a common filter. Congratulations to the Weberville FFA chapter, National Chapter Finalist. In third place, the Weberville FFA chapter. In second place, the Lapeer County FFA chapter. Our national chapter state winner is the North Huron FFA chapter. Congratulations to all national chapter award winners.
He spoke not a word, but went straight to his work, and filled all the stockings, then turned with a jerk. And laying his finger to the side of his nose, he gave a nod, up the chimney he rose. He sprang to his sleigh, to his team gave a whistle, and away they all flew, like the down of a thistle. But I heard him exclaim, as they drove out of sight, Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good night.
For my family, the holiday season has us reading the poem The Night Before Christmas each year. It's an old tradition and something I always look forward to. But each time I listen, I seem to notice something new about the poem. In the same way, retiring addresses have always been an important part of state convention, and that remains true this year. It's certain there's plenty to enjoy and learn from in this next presentation. So sit back, relax, maybe grab a cup of hot cocoa, and enjoy as we hear from our state reporter, Stephanie Harvey, and Region 1 State Vice President, Addie Stever Battle, as they present their retiring address. Please welcome Emily Reinhardt and Dory Battle for a special introduction.
It's my honor to introduce to you my big sister, Addie. Our parents started calling Addie Senator Battle when she was 2 weeks old because she was already large and in charge. Like Katniss Everdeen, not much scares Addie. Climbing trees to dangerous heights, scuba diving in October, or picking up any random snake and chasing me with it. She's bold enough to accept a lead role in a musical when she can't even sing. Her bold attitude in life is, I don't know what I got myself into, but I'll figure it out. And she always figures it out. She's as confident teaching kids lessons about inequality as she is sitting in a global hunger meeting with princes and ambassadors from around the world. Like many sisters, Addie and I have our good and bad moments. I'd say we go together like Harry Styles and Lizzo singing Juice together. It doesn't really seem like they would go together, but it works out. Like Alexander Hamilton, Addie is young, scrappy, and hungry, and she's not throwing away her shot. Only her hunger is for making the world a better place. Well, it's easy for anyone to say they want to make the world a better place. Addie has the vision and intelligence to do it. There's not an injured bird that Addie hasn't nursed back to health or a need she has ignored. She cares about making sure others have what they need to succeed. If you ever have to defeat Lord Voldemort, for example, Addie is who you want on your side. Smart, strong, and level-headed. And she will let you know if you say Leviosa instead of Leviosa. My short big sister and your 2021 Michigan FFA Region 1 State Vice President, Addie Stever Battle.
What a great time I've had getting to know Stephanie during her years as a member of the Hopkins FFA chapter. And over those years, I've learned that Stephanie loves music. Just like listening to your favorite music gets you moving and motivated, Stephanie inspires others to live with purpose. She encourages others to find their rhythm and live life confidently. In the same way that you crank up the volume of your favorite tune, Stephanie helps turn up the volume in other people's lives. Her positivity lifts others. She helps focus attention away from the negative and amplifies joy in even the smallest of things. And just like music can have a profound effect on the listener, with this year's FFA theme of Seek to Serve, I've witnessed Stephanie enthusiastically look for opportunities to help those around her and leave a lasting impact. Stephanie, thank you for instilling a melody of purpose, positivity, and service in the hearts of FFA members across the state. Michigan FFA, please help me welcome for her retiring address, your state reporter, Miss Stephanie Harvey.
And we'll rise up. I like the waves. We'll rise up. In spite of the ache, we'll rise up. And we'll do it 1,000 times again.
Have you ever seen someone go above and beyond to help someone else? Have you ever been that person helping someone so selflessly?
This is Alex, and this is Pearl.
The first time I met Alex was in late August at the carcass program for my county fair, where she was there to judge. Before starting, Alex detailed her background, where she had attended Oklahoma State University and was on the meat judging team. At that time, I was looking to attend Oklahoma State, so after the contest, I worked up my courage and went and asked Alex some questions about her experiences at OSU. Alex was more than willing to spend a few minutes in conversation with me. Although we were in a very busy room, with many people coming up to Alex to thank her for her time, Alex stayed focused on our conversation, fully committed to helping me, a person she had never met before, explore my passions and interests.
I met Pearl for the first time at swim practice. At that point, she was the girl in the next lane swimming faster than me in the silver swim cap. Immediately after practice, Pearl became much more than the girl in the next lane. From that point forward, we did everything together. That's not to say, though, that we're very alike. In some ways, we're almost opposites. Pearl is very down to earth. She's the kind of girl who shows up to everything with an inch-thick planner filled with color-coded notes. We had something in common, though. Pearl and I have the same interests and goals in life. Pearl took ideas I pulled from the clouds and turned them into attainable goals. Pearl taught me to ask for help, and without her, I would never have achieved those goals. It wasn't long after we met that Pearl and I were helping with a canned food drive at the local high school. Pearl was in charge of sorting the donated items while I wrangled live turkeys. At some point, a lot of the food came crashing to the ground. I don't know, maybe a 40-pound turkey knocked it over, but Pearl had to restack every bit of it by herself because I was off chasing that turkey. She told me later that she found herself restacking package after package of cheap ramen noodles and boxed mac and cheese.
Overwhelmed with leadership practice, interviews, and school, January came and I decided to reach out to Alex with the hope that maybe she could help me practice. Hey Alex, hope everything is going well. I'm in the process of running for state office and I was hoping you would be willing to walk me through a few things. Thanks so much in advance. Within minutes, I had gotten a reply. Of course, I would love to. I can actually meet you at Hopkins after work and run through some stuff. This time, Alex truly made a special effort to help me, going out of her way to travel over 45 minutes to Hopkins after a long day of work. That evening, Alex did more than just answer questions about leadership contests or give tips and tricks for acing an interview. She also helped keep me calm and focused on what I needed.
Those noodles were headed to the local food pantry. We were sending lots of calories, sure, but calories without much nutritional value. This bothered Pearl, who's studying to become a dietitian. After some research, we found that 17% of our community was food insecure. That's 17 out of every 100 people I say hi to in town who doesn't get enough to eat. To top it all off, the only grocery store in Cass City had just closed. I vividly remember a moment where Pearl and I locked eyes, and I knew we were thinking the same thing. This is a problem, and we're going to do something about it.
Closing out the 2020 Michigan FFA State Convention with 11 new teammates. Surrounded by friends and family there to share in our joy of the moment, I noticed Alex off to the side holding a bouquet of flowers. Running up to me with a huge smile on her face, Alex congratulated me, exclaiming how happy she was for me as I began this new chapter in my life. At this moment, I realized Alex is a giant. You see, Alex always goes above and beyond to help people. Alex is the type of leader who manages to make an impact by doing the smallest of things, including buying flowers for someone she hasn't seen in 2 months, or spending an entire evening helping someone who she barely even knows. It's through these moments that Alex takes every single day that make her a giant. Alex and I still keep in touch, and while we mostly talk about FFA, showing livestock, or Oklahoma State University, I know that if there ever comes a moment that I need something, Alex will be one of the first people to step up and offer me help or advice.
Over the next 6 years, Pearl and I built Meeting the Need for Our Village together. The project has become a nationally recognized hunger relief nonprofit, feeding tens of thousands of meals. Our organization values youth empowerment, human dignity, quality nutrition, and local agriculture. That is what a giant can do. If Pearl were standing next to me right now, she'd humbly say that she never did anything very big, let alone giant. I'm here to tell you that it's all the little giant things Pearl did that made our community what it is today. Pearl turns big ideas into reality. While I was wrangling turkeys, Pearl was noticing ramen noodles headed to the food pantry. While my head is in the clouds, Pearl is boots on the ground, making the big ideas happen. We haven't solved rural hunger, but thanks to Pearl, there are 20 young people in our community ready to carry on a legacy of little giant actions to solve that problem.
Be the giant. Sitting on Zoom with our state officer checkpoint instructor, one thing stood out. He said,
"We are where we are today because giants paved this path for us. We are currently standing on the shoulders of those giants. However, this year, you have the unique ability to become your own giant."
While he was clearly talking about the circumstances of this year, we took it to mean our everyday lives. Being a giant means giving every single day everything you have to give it. Being a giant means taking responsibility to uphold the legacy of the past and leave a legacy for the future. You can be a giant without making a giant impact. Small actions leave giant legacies.
Our time on this earth is finite. In the end, people remember the way you made them feel, which depends on actions you take day after day. A giant is someone who goes out of their way to impact others, whether it's through an hour-long conversation or a wave hello as they walk by. A giant is someone who works tirelessly to perfect their own speech while also coaching others through the same process. A giant is someone who sits quietly with another and listens intently to what they are saying. Today is your day to leave your legacy. Tomorrow is not guaranteed. Today, we will be the giant.
These are the students of the Detroit International Academy for Young Women. These young women are giants. Addie and I had the opportunity to visit with these members, and over the following days, we received over 20 thank you letters, highlighting what they had learned and how much they enjoyed learning about the FFA. Today, you have the opportunity to show your gratitude by thanking those around you.
This is Tiana. Tiana is a giant. Every week during the months before our county fair, Tiana teaches younger show people everything she knows about showing livestock. The year Tiana's sister and I qualified for sweepstakes, she dropped everything she was doing to help us feel prepared to compete. Today, you have an opportunity to put others before yourself.
This is Courtney. Courtney is a giant. Courtney says she doesn't always feel happy and bubbly because she struggles with anxiety. In these moments, Courtney finds the strength to put herself first by being there for herself before she can be there for others. While you can be a giant for others, it's important to also be there for yourself. Today, you have the opportunity to put yourself first and become your own giant.
Each of these people are giants in their own way. Today, we must be like Alex, Pearl, Tiana, Courtney, and the women of the Detroit International Academy who positively influence people in their lives. It's time to take the steps to impact people around you by being dependable day after day, leaving your legacy on everyone you meet. So, what do you want to be remembered for? Will you leave this world a better place? Michigan FFA, be the giant.
Miss me by. He'd always stop right there and say, "That's something to be proud of. That's a life you can hang your hat on. That's a chin held high, as a tear falls down, a gut sucked in, a chest stuck out like a small town flag a flying, or a newborn baby crying in the arms of the woman that you love. That's something to be proud of."
Addie. From early morning book clubs to late night calls, the discussions we had this year always brought some great laughs and deep thoughts. Your ability to help us see the world from others' points of view and your drive to always set the bar high is something we all greatly appreciate. No matter where you go after this year, I know you have the power to change the world and inspire many. Michigan FFA, our 2020-2021 Region 1 State Vice President, Addie Stever Battle.
Broken down in some town over LA, working maximum hours.
Stephanie, as our resident librarian and pop culture reference expert, a conversation with you is never boring. Thank you for always being there for any of us, writing some dang good articles, and being a good reminder that not everything has to be taken completely seriously. The impact you've had on all of us and members is something we sure won't forget. Michigan FFA, our 2020-2021 state reporter, Stephanie Harvey.
That's something to be proud of. That's a life you can hang your hat on. You don't need to make a million. Just be thankful to be working. If you're doing what you're able, and putting food there on the table, and providing for the family that you love. That's something to be proud of.
On the 12th day of Christmas, my advisor gave to me
12 state officers,
11 leadership contests,
10 chapter jackets,
9 chapter meetings,
8 hours on AT,
7 sales of farrowing,
6 regions competing,
5 golden state degrees,
4 proficiency apps,
3 gavel taps,
2 traveling partners,
and a gavel begins the session. A quintessential part of the Christmas season is carolers. People coming around spreading Christmas cheer right at our doorsteps. And while these next award winners may not have sang their speeches, what they spoke about was music to our ears. Students participating in the Richard Carlsey Prepared Public Speaking Contest write and deliver a 6 to 8 minute speech on an agriculturally related topic. And while they may not have the best singing voices, we can be sure their speeches were just as enjoyable to listen to as carolers. Michigan FFA, let's meet our 2021 Richard Carlsey Prepared Public Speaking Award winners. Receiving silver, Olivia Coldrone from the Dansville FFA chapter. Receiving silver, Aubrey Rash from the Lowell FFA chapter. Receiving silver, Hannah Dashner from the Traverse Bay Area Career Tech Center FFA chapter. Receiving silver, Jordan Wilson from the Sand Creek FFA chapter. Receiving silver, Abigail Thomas from the Fowlerville FFA chapter. Receiving silver, Morgan Netcott from the Montague FFA chapter. Receiving silver, Ty Bass from the Pancow FFA chapter. Receiving gold, Gracie Summerfield from the Traverse Bay Career Tech Center FFA chapter. Receiving gold, Abigail Fruch from the Niles FFA chapter. Receiving gold, Lauren Ringwald from the Calhoun Area Career Center FFA chapter. Our first runner-up, receiving gold, Emily Smith from the Laker FFA chapter. And our state winner in the Richard Carlsey Prepared Public Speaking Contest, Maze Guza from the Ubley FFA chapter. Congratulations to all of our Prepared Public Speaking participants. Everybody knows December is a hectic time of year. From shopping to Christmas parties, no matter which traditions we choose to celebrate, there's always something to get done. And those who have participated in this next contest know there's some order to the chaos, but it's still very complex. Students participating in the Parliamentary Procedure Contest are evaluated on their ability to conduct an orderly and efficient meeting using parliamentary law. They use their knowledge and teamwork to present logical and realistic debate and motions. Just like Christmas, this contest is exciting, flashy, and takes a lot of preparation. Michigan FFA, let's meet our 2021 Parliamentary Procedure Award winners. Receiving silver, the Olivet FFA chapter. Receiving silver, the Ubley FFA chapter. Receiving silver, the Springport FFA chapter. Receiving silver, the Standish Sterling FFA chapter. Receiving silver, the Langsburg FFA chapter. Receiving silver, the Sand Creek FFA chapter. Receiving silver, the Montague FFA chapter. Receiving silver, the Alcona FFA chapter. Receiving gold, the Cassopolis FFA chapter.
Cassopolis FFA!
Receiving gold, the Laker FFA chapter. Our first runner-up, receiving gold, the Coopersville FFA chapter. And our state winner in the Parliamentary Procedure Contest, the Mason FFA chapter. Team members are Emma Barnum, Katie Doneth, William Barnum, Samara Dowding, Alec Burns, Megan Hills, Dennis Oberdank, Connor Bauman, and Haley Beck. Congratulations to all of our parliamentary procedure participants. When I think about Christmas and the holiday season, many memories come to mind. Many of them are spent with my friends and family and usually bring a smile to my face. Looking back at this year, I know many of the memories myself and my teammates made were with our very own Executive Secretary, Mr. David Wyrick. Mr. Wyrick's endless supply of jokes and words of wisdom are something we will never forget. We would like to thank him and wish him the best of luck in retirement. Mr. Wyrick, go make some great memories with your friends, family, and your new grandchild.
Every winter season, we spend time preparing for the holiday ahead. Hanging up stockings, decorating the tree, and wrapping gifts each take up much of our time. However, our holiday isn't complete until we spend time with our families. Likewise, our state officer team isn't complete without our regional vice presidents. Please welcome our state vice president, Josie Turpening, as she introduces our regional vice presidents.
It is my honor to introduce the 2021-2022 Regional State Vice Presidents. Our Region 1 State Vice President, Olivia Coffey. Our Region 2 State Vice President, Ashton Gust. Our Region 3 State Vice President, Leah Arian. Our Region 4 State Vice President, Savannah Mock. Our Region 5 State Vice President, Jacob Vandermolen. And our Region 6 State Vice President, Patricia Heavenstreet. Congratulations.
Just as we get done with the craziness of the holiday season, we wrap up our winter vacation with the last holiday of the year. Staying up late, picking out untasty appetizers, and throwing New Year's parties are some of our favorite ways to celebrate. And as the fun of the night comes to a close, what would New Year's Eve be without the ball drop? It gives us a chance to reflect on our past year and become excited for what's next. Every new year is full of new beginnings, and we are excited to end this convention with a new beginning for these 12 individuals. Ladies and gentlemen, let's count down to the installation of the 2021-2022 State Officer Team. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Ladies and gentlemen, we will now install our 2021-2022 Michigan FFA State Officer Team. Amara. As President-elect, you have been selected by your fellow members to be the leader of our state for the coming year. You are therefore responsible for guiding our state association in all its worthy undertakings. May you work intelligently and seriously to fulfill the responsibilities of your office. Michigan FFA, our new state president, Amara Jackson.
Emma. As Vice President-elect, your record of accomplishment indicates you have those qualities of leadership which we should all possess. You're to assist the President in directing the work of our association, preside over meetings in his absence, and keep all committees working effectively. Michigan FFA, our new State Vice President, Emma Barnum.
Olivia. As Region 1 State Vice President-elect, coming from a region of great competition, may you spread your good sportsmanship and camaraderie to members of this association. Michigan FFA, our new Region 1 State Vice President, Olivia Coffey.
Ashton, as Region 2 State Vice President-elect, you will be representing the most diverse region in the state. Region 2 will be honored to have you representing them. Michigan FFA, our new Region 2 State Vice President, Ashton Gust.
Leah, as Region 3 State Vice President-elect, remember your roots in the fertile farmlands of Region 3 and plant your excitement about the FFA in the members, advisors, and community. Michigan FFA, our new Region 3 State Vice President, Leah Irian.
Savannah, as Region 4 State Vice President-elect, we are proud to have you representing a region of great leadership and enthusiasm. May you use these qualities to motivate the members of this organization. Michigan FFA, our new Region 4 State Vice President, Savannah Mock.
Jacob, as Region 5 State Vice President-elect, you come from a region of diverse agriculture. May your dedication shine through to the members of this great region. Michigan FFA, our new Region 5 State Vice President, Jacob Vandermolen.
Patricia, as Region 6 State Vice President-elect, you represent the largest area in the state, and it is your challenge to unite members of the North along with the rest of this great state. Michigan FFA, our new Region 6 State Vice President, Patricia Hebenstreet.
Kaya, as Secretary-elect, you have been chosen to keep accurate minutes of our meetings and to carry on the association correspondence. You should provide the association with the order of business and committee assignments for each meeting. You will also keep a list of members, a record of degrees awarded, and have custody of the Constitution and bylaws. Michigan FFA, our new State Secretary, Kaya Cooper.
Sydney, as Treasurer-elect, you have been placed in a position of trust. Your duties require you to keep an accurate record of receipts and disbursements and to provide regular financial reports. It is also your responsibility to assist in developing the association budget and maintaining sound financial practices. Michigan FFA, our new State Treasurer, Sydney Masters.
Marissa, as reporter-elect, your duty is to inform the public about the FFA. You are expected to work closely with the news media, including state and national FFA publications. You should keep a record of photographs and articles published concerning the FFA and its members, and be responsible for compiling our FFA history. Michigan FFA, our new state reporter, Marissa Petiprin-Ball.
Haley, as Sentinel-elect, your duties include welcoming our friends, caring for the meeting room and FFA equipment, and providing for the comfort of our members and guests. It is also your duty to assist in conducting meetings and ceremonies. Michigan FFA, our new State Sentinel, Haley Austin.
It is an honor to be an officer in the FFA. From time to time during the year, you may encounter difficult problems, but through cooperation, hard work, and dedication, you will succeed and the FFA will prosper. Do each of you accept the responsibilities of your office, and will you do your best to uphold the ideals and principles of the FFA? If so, answer, we do.
We do.
I now declare each of you properly and duly installed in the respective office to which you were elected. May your year of service be marked by integrity, dedication, and a cooperative spirit. Seek harmony among your fellow officers and set high standards of leadership for all members. Ladies and gentlemen, our 2021-2022 Michigan FFA State Officer Team. We wish you the best of luck in your year together.
Michigan FFA, we hope you enjoyed the first ever virtual Michigan FFA State Convention. Last April, when we were deciding on our theme, we had no idea that Seek to Serve would become as personal and relevant as it did. The theme Seek to Serve means recognizing when others need us to step up and acting on that need. To our team, nobody embodies Seek to Serve as much as our state staff. Ben, Shannon, Andrew, Jesse, Avi, Kylie, and Matthew, thank you for supporting us unconditionally through this entire process, especially when we felt discouraged. A special thank you to Caitlin. As convention director, we've seen all the work you've put in this past year to make state convention special. We can't thank you enough.
To the FFA office, Michelle, Mr. Forbush, and Mr. Wyrick, you each do so much to help our team. We are so grateful for you. Tiffany and Levy, your guidance has turned our dreams into reality. There is no way we could have done this without you. A huge thank you to AgroLiquid for giving us this beautiful set to showcase the members. Which brings us to our final thank you. Members of Michigan FFA, thank you for tuning in and bringing all of our dreams to fruition. You have allowed Seek to Serve to come alive. Madam Secretary, do you have a record of any further business which should now be transacted?
Yes, I do, Mr. President. Finally, scan the QR code on the screen to the drawing for a chance to win a $50 gift card from the Michigan FFA alumni. Enter the code on the screen. Hashtag MIFFA Seek to Serve. Mr. President, this concludes my announcements.
Does any member know of any new or unfinished business which should properly come before this convention? We are about to adjourn this, the sixth and final session of the 93rd Michigan FFA State Convention. As we mingle with others, let us be diligent in labor, just in our dealings, courteous to everyone, and above all, honest and fair in the game of life. Fellow members and guests, join me in a salute to our flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America
and to the republic for which it stands,
one nation under God,
indivisible,
with liberty
and justice for all.
I now declare this convention adjourned.